Hello from the greenhouse. So today I'm going to be taking a lot of leaves off of the lower part of these tomato plants because they're not going to help sustain the plant. It's already fruited at the bottom and is now all the way fruiting up at about 9 feet. And we're also going to talk about calcium deficiency, which I do fertilize the plants. Sometimes when we see deficiencies like these tomatoes and how misshapen they are compared to that, it could be a calcium deficiency. And what I do is I save all of my eggshells and I bake them in the oven and then I grind them up, and it's an easily digestible source for the plant. And I just give it a few sprinkles, and I put it on just about everything. Tomatoes need all plants need the calcium, but particularly tomatoes, zucchini, I've noticed in our soil anyway, really has an issue. And you can really see just how unattractive these are. So I have nipped up all of these leaves here, taken off anything that's not going to produce. It's already produced all the tomatoes on the bottom of this plant, so I can safely take these off. I'm not going to hurt it. And in this one, I'll probably even take this off. They just don't taste great. So I will nip that off. And I will do my little experiments in the house and look at the seed and the structure and see if I can identify anything online. Because I'm always learning and growing in this greenhouse, which is such joy. But you can see how absolutely gorgeous these are. I think they're getting a good amount of calcium. I've suckered these plants well. And now today is really just taking off any excess green leaves where they're not going to have any production of fruit. So I can take that off. This is actually a sucker plant, which I normally would not let run on the side here, but I just didn't see it. It could produce a good amount of fruit. Now, it might take away from what's producing at the top of the plant, but I think I'll do a little experiment and see where that goes. I cut off a large sucker at the top in another video. You can see that one down there. That was just too close to the top of the plants where it was producing new fruit and new shoots going off of the main leader there. And the other thing I wanted to remind you is, and we talked about this before, these tiny little hairs here, they are, oh, and you can see the pollen on my hand from self-pollinating or from manually pollinating these lovely tomato blossoms. And that's all they really need. And the lovely little bugs that we have in here, we have some ant farms in here. They came in and stayed, and the ladybugs. There's also some other flying little bugs in here that seem to stay in the greenhouse all year long. But I think that's it for tomatoes today. We'll be cueing in another video and showing you how to grow these from seeds. And literally, it is just taking the best of the tomato that is ripe, squeezing those seeds in the soil or on a paper towel and planting them. It is just that simple. You don't have to get fancy. You don't need a bazillion pots and all this extra stuff to do it. You can do it so simply if you want. You just need heat and water to do it, and light. So I hope you have a blessed day.